Hello, Cancer. This is your reading for the week of March 23rd, or when you hear this and it resonates. And of course, it will not be for every Cancer. Cancer, as I'm tuning into your energy, I'm seeing you standing there on a piece of ground with no really obvious pathway marked out. And you don't even really know what direction you're looking in. But I see your feet moving, and it's kind of like step, 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 step. Like you really don't know which direction you need to be walking in. You don't know which direction to take because the cards that I'm getting for you are conflict cards. The two cards that I'm getting are conflict cards, but it's coming up in the contemplation pack. So what I feel is going on is that there is a situation that you are conflicted about. And I feel like it has to do with something that has touched your heart, affected your heart in a way where some old emotion might have come up. But because I'm getting it around the grief card, and grief is considered certainly within the model of energy I work with, to be one of the most powerful emotions. It has the greatest potential to create change when we allow ourselves to experience it. So whatever you're experiencing in a conflicted situation or around a conflicted way of handling something, if the sadness and the grief comes up, you can look at this as your opportunity to be able to understand what is the belief underneath all of this situation, and the belief that is affecting how you handle it, how you manage it. Because Cancer, one of the things that has been really, really evident for you over the last period of time, year at least, that I've been reading for you, is that you are really going through major transformations in terms of how you negotiate emotion. And the thing is, because you have such a capacity to feel emotion and to feel the nuances of things, very often you can look at a situation and you can instinctively think you know, and often will, what's going on and what has created this series of events to happen. This character trait, that emotion, that response, that you can see with other people. You can also see it with yourself when you look. But this is something that you do quite naturally with other people, and it's not something that everybody does. The fact that you are questioning the way your mind works so much means that, and you've had to do that as a way of learning how to handle your emotions. So congratulations, because this is something Spirit is really acknowledging you have done. You have started to really learn how to manage your emotions. That comes with all these insights. Now, this is the next step that's challenging for you because it's not always important to be right. Sometimes it's just fine to be kind, just be compassionate, be curious about a situation. The thing is, though, Cancer, as soon as you start asking yourself, I wonder why so-and-so, blah, 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 so often that will open up the intuitive empathy and you'll get a read on what's going on. So as you're doing this, what you're being told, please remember, there are a couple of things I would really like to remind you of as you're doing this, because this is the development of a new skill set, or the development of a skill set, the completion of a skill set, which is the understanding of emotions, the ability to discern what's going on. And now the next step is, how do you deal with it in a loving, kind, compassionate way? How do you deal with seeing somebody else's emotional reaction or logical deduction played out in such a way where it creates chaos or confusion? When you can see all of this, when is it appropriate to say something? When is it not appropriate? And how is it appropriate? Okay, so we've got a few things going on here, Cancers. First is, look at it as though it's fresh. Don't bring history into it. Look at the situation as it is now in the moment. That's all. That's all you need to do. Start from now, move forward from now. When you look at this, please realize that as you're discerning things, you're not better than anybody else. That everything you're seeing that other person or those other people do, you could potentially do yourself. And you know that. It's all in the way you communicate it. Sometimes because you do know and you know in your bones what you're saying is accurate, it can come off as a little bit superior. And it's not. For most of you, it really isn't. It really is just that you're speaking with a kind of authority because you feel it so deeply. So you're being asked, okay, look, lighten up a little bit if you can. Be mindful of how you are going to say something. Realize that just because you would do things differently doesn't mean anybody has done anything wrong. This is their point of learning, and this is where you can help them. You can be supportive in how you are assisting somebody else to expand their self-awareness. And it really needs to be something that they want to do, not something you're forcing on them. If this is somebody with whom you have a relationship where self-exploration is a part of it, that's great. These things still apply in terms of how you speak it, how you choose to address it, and when you choose to address it. And the other thing is, the more you can really just see this as a process of evolution and not a judgment about having done something right or wrong, then the more you just get to be communicating it with a kind of energy that is expansive and curious and looking for the good in the situation, as opposed to somebody who is just coming down saying, you did it wrong. You should have done it differently. I can't believe you didn't, right? Those qualities that can come in, especially when there is a situation where there has been conflicted emotions around what you've been witnessing or experiencing vicariously through a situation. And I say vicariously because sometimes it really is that. You often get put in the middle of peacemaker, or in the role of peacemaker, or in the middle of things, because you have been very much, many of you have been kind of the emotional shock absorbers for a lot of the people around you. Just be quiet, be still, be there, just take it in. You be the bumper car for everybody. No longer. This is you learning how to be fully present emotionally with the kind of heart qualities you wish to express in the world. You don't want to be the mean that doesn't resonate with you anymore. So this actually for me is beautiful because it's showing me that you have got exactly what you need, and Spirit is really supporting you, saying, start from now, understand what the conflict comes from, whatever's going on with their mind, look at what your own mind is doing and has done with it. Is there something you want to go back to and heal through addressing this grief? Possibly, very possibly. Really, whenever we're involved in a situation, even if we think we're neutral, if we are engaged in it in some way, even as an observer, there is information there for us to learn if we are having a reaction to it. Okay? So the other thing is, again, maintain a sense of curiosity, because even though you think you may know everything, you're still going on feelings, and those feelings are going to be filtered through your own lens. So there may be more you don't know. Stay open to it and do your best to keep a light attitude. Again, this is something that we are all learning from. And when it gets heavy, lighten up. Lighten up. By that, what they mean is do something to lift you out of the energy of that situation which has conflict in it. One of the ways to do that, to get into a different energy, is to be doing it through something playful. Do something playful, like, watching humorous movies, reading articles that you like, that uplift you, cartoons, anything that kind of makes you laugh or wonder. It's not just laughter, but wonderment, I love watching dinosaur stuff, so that's another cool thing. But and it entertains me, and of course cat videos. How can I not love a cat video or a rescue wombat video? Those things light me. So you can do things that light you and keep that energy moving as you're allowing whatever feels like a conflict to just open up watch it, get curious, and see where it takes you. Okay, Cancers? I'm going to leave you with that. Take care.